We ended part one really talking about the different kind of deeds that you were looking for. So in our due diligence, when you hire that lawyer, you want to make sure he can verify those title deeds and the ownership of that property and check for encumbrances. Because the last thing you want to do is be sitting halfway across the globe being sold the dream on property that you want to buy, only to find out that it's public land or that there's 5 different people claiming to own it. You also want to make sure that you conform to zoning laws, because you may be buying land and have an idea of what you want to do with it, only to find out that you can't. Once you've done all this homework, you need to make sure you have your KRA PIN. Now, my Kenyans already know what this is, but for my non-Kenyans, this is a unique identifier that is mandatory for any transaction to take place. Without it, you wouldn't be able to buy land, pay your taxes, or register it under your name. Now, if you're investing as a company, you would also need your CR12 and a work permit in order. Getting this KRA PIN is pretty seamless. All you need to do is log on to the KRA portal, which is an iTax website, upload your passport and your non-resident declaration. If you don't live here, use a local Kenyan agent to help you walk through that process. Next, we're ready for the sale agreement. Once you've agreed to the terms with a lawyer between yourself and the seller, you would also pay most likely a 10% deposit, and then you're ready to make the transfer. You would do this through the Ministry of Lands. You would need to have that sale agreement in order, show the certificate of the land search to make sure that you actually have the seller has ownership of the property because they have that deed. You have consent to do that transfer. Everyone's KRA PINs is available. You have proof of payment of, let's say, the stamp duty and whatever other admin fees that you needed to pay. And then you're ready to transfer the forms and own your new property. Congratulations. Next week, we'll talk about ways to finance this if you're still struggling. See you then.